Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas G. Now there's a massive rumbling in Telangana. In a huge setback to the Bharat Rashtra Samithi, 6 of the party's members of the state legislative council have deflected to the Congress today. In an alleged midnight coup, these MLCs were formally inducted into the Congress by Telangana CM Revanth Reddy at his Jubilee Hills residence. This development comes as Parliament has witnessed a stormy session with chants of Jai Samvidhan from the opposition on various occasions. The leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, even took the oath with a copy of the Constitution. This has put Congress on the test as several occasions when the Congress has accused the BJP of toppling governments have come to the light through Operation Lotus, and now the grand old party finds itself in the same shoes. The Telangana Deputy Chief Minister Bhatti Vikramarka even hinted at snatching away the LOP post from BRS in the Assembly. Listen in to these reactions.
Many of them are wanted to join, yes.
We are hearing that 5 to 10 MLAs are ready.
Many of them, I can't say the number, but many of them. When I am there as LOP, don't you think the same thing will apply?
Even the cancelled.
How does it matter? You know, the difference between Bhatti as LOP and KCR as LOP? Same, no?
Whatever the allegations are being made by either BRS or BJP against Congress, they have got no moral right to point out a finger against. They were the instigators. They are the culprits.
उन्होंने कहा कि हम 6 महीने में सरकार गिरा देंगे तुम्हारी, तो हम बोले भाई सरकार तुम
ले लिया चैलेंज,
तो अब सीरियस है तो फिर हम अपनी हुकूमत को बचाने के लिए जब कोई आदमी चैलेंज कर रहा है तो कबड्डी बोल के वो हमारे पास आ रहा, तो हम भी कबड्डी उसका ग्राउंड खाली कर देते. कबड्डी में एक मार में 7 खिलाड़ी रहते हैं, तो ऐसे ही आएंगे 7.
Congress is not using ED and CBI. Is not building pressure on them. One, and second is not passing the money. Voluntarily they are coming. We are not opposed that if anybody join BJP, but not under the duress. Not that they are bribed, not that they are forced.
The BRS and BJP lashed out at the Congress for its hypocrisy, where it accused the BJP of Operation Lotus and in other states, as well as resorting to poaching in Telangana. Meanwhile, BRS's KT Ramarao has posted a picture of Congress's Nyay Patra, where they have promised that if Congress comes to power, they will amend the Constitution so that any defection leads to automatic disqualification. Listen in to reactions to this.
Now, Rahul Gandhi Ji was holding a book of the Constitution while taking his oath in the Parliament. Sad part is, even in their manifesto, they've been repeatedly saying that we're gonna, any defection, we will see to that these concerned MLAs are suspended from the concerned parties. And in fact, the 10th schedule or the amendment was in fact passed by the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Rajiv Gandhi Ji, Rahul Gandhi Ji's father. So you hold the book of Constitution in your hand, and then you support defections. So well, this shows Congress's double standards both in state and in the center.
राहुल गांधी कांग्रेस पार्टी उनका इकोसिस्टम दिन रात चिल्लाता है ऑपरेशन लोटस अगर कोई बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर ले, और जब कांग्रेस पार्टी स्वयं रात के अंधेरे में मिडनाइट में 6-7 बीआरएस के नेताओं को, एमएलसीज, राज्यसभा एमपी सबको अपने साथ ले ले, तब वो ऑपरेशन पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस बन जाता है. कोई बोलेगा नहीं कि ये जोड़ तोड़ की राजनीति है.
Dhanam Nagendra will join the Congress if Congress is in power. So don't bring BJP into these two galatas. So don't compare BJP with Congress and BRS.
Now all these versions are in front of you, the viewers, but it's imperative to listen in to the side of the Neta who actually switched sides. Times Now spoke to some of these defected leaders, Keshav Rao, Member of Parliament, and MLC MS Prabhakar. Listen in to them.
I've started my life in Congress. So for me, Congress party is not a party, it's a way of life. I had gone to other party, the BRS, for Telangana agitation, because I am for Telangana. I need to go. After having born there, I think I have to die there also. So I am going back only for that.
The first thing is, there were strong rumors going on that BRS party is going to merge with the BJP. So when I heard about this merging with BJP, there is no point in continuing with the BRS. In each project or each program, there is a lot of corruption has taken place. no democracy in BRS. Because we have no organization at all in BRS. You have only one president.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us, we have with us, in fact, Tuin Sira, national spokesperson of the BJP. Pattabhiram Komareddy is national spokesperson of the TDP. Rahul Sridhar Reddy is spokesperson of the BRS. We also have with us Dr. Shujat Ali, spokesperson of the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee. And also with us is Dr. Nikul Patel, who's a leader of the Congress. Let me start with you first. Dr. Shujat Ali, it's all very well to complain of what the BJP has done in Karnataka when it comes to Operation Kamala, of what is happening allegedly in Himachal, where we have seen, legislators of the Congress, obviously in an attempt to woo them away towards the BJP. But if Congress does the same thing, does the Congress still have the higher moral ground to do so?
See, we are not requesting anybody to come to our fold. People are coming on their own. And as far as the commitment to the Constitution is concerned, we will not have any compromise on that count. You have to wait and see what is going to happen. But one thing is very clear, we are not in minority. We are not asking people to come to our fold. We are just waiting. People are coming on their own.
How do we know that for sure that they're coming on their own?
100%. Let you have the interview with all those people who have come to our party. You ask them, are they coming on their own or anybody is forcing?
Mahesh Bekal, in fact,
we are not forcing anybody.
Rahul Sridhar Reddy, I beg your pardon. Rahul Sridhar Reddy is here from the BRS. Rahul Sridhar Reddy, they are all going of their own volition. They are not being in any way sort of given any kind of allurements, appears to be what Shujat Ali is saying. How do you respond?
It's obvious that, Congress leaders will say the same, but it's clear that, the leaders who are joining Congress today are forced to defect from BRS to Congress today for various reasons. Okay, I cannot, openly say now, but people of Telangana is watching very closely what's happening. And
why can't you say now, sir? See, what prevents you from speaking out?
It's not the question of preventing or something, but it is in the public. In the public domain, people understand it better. So how it is happening and all that.
No, we don't. I'm a journalist, sir. I don't understand. Tell us. Because he says there are no allurements, you're not able to counter him.
Madhav, this opportunism, this, hunger for the power, or other whatever issues they had, today they are joining out of force. That much I can tell you at this point in time. Number one. Number two, Congress in their own manifesto has made it clear that they are going to amend the 10th schedule. If anybody, can you please allow me to speak?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So if anybody defects, they will have to automatically lose their membership in any of the either council or assembly. What happened to that? At one end, Rahul Gandhi says something. Here, the Congress party in Telangana is practicing something else.
Correct.
Honorable Chief Minister, he being the PCC president, going to the houses of the leaders. I can give you an example. Pocharam Srinivas Reddy, the former speaker, MLA Banswada. It is not they have come to Congress party office or something. The Honorable Chief Minister went to their residence. And it is the case with few many. What I'm trying to tell you here, if Congress is preaching this kind of people are coming on their own and all this development story, this is all only for the sake of a story. It is clearly out of force. And at this juncture, just by admitting few MLAs...
Okay, I think let's correct the facts there, right at the outset. Shujat Ali, a fact check coming your way from Rahul Sridhar Reddy. He says it's wrong that people are going towards the Congress. It's the CM who's actively going and trying to poach people. That's allegation coming in from the BRS. Because has that visit not happened of the Chief Minister, the residence of the leader that he just mentioned?
What about these 6 MLCs who have come to the residence of Chief Minister and with great interest they have, defected to Congress party? Why you are talking about only Srinivas Reddy, Pocha Srinivas Reddy? These six MLCs came to his house, not the CM's house,
PCC President's house. And moreover, when the last government was there with Mr. KCR, he said that Congress is finished. We were having only 18 MLAs. He asked them, he gave them whatever facilities they wanted, they gave them. And they got it, and they became ministers also.
Okay.
Why you are forgetting your misdeeds in the past?
Rahul Sridhar Reddy, you are only getting a taste of your own medicine. You've done the same. You've posed repeatedly from the Congress in 2018, in 2019, and in the past in 22 also, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a taste of your own medicine you're getting.
No, Congress will say the same language to defend their act today. But I also want to tell Mr. Sujat Ali, Honorable Chief Minister went to the residence of Mr. K. Keshav Rao also, who quit yesterday as Rajya Sabha MP. He went to his residence also.
So what happened?
He admitted his daughter, the mayor of Hyderabad. Please. The daughter of Keshav Rao, who is the mayor of Hyderabad. The question is, whatever you have been criticizing in the past 10 years, that we have done a mistake, rather BRS committed a mistake, today you are doing the same practice.
Okay, let me bring in Sanjay Jha on this. Sanjay Jha, end of the day, the question is this, that Congress can't take two different positions in Delhi and Hyderabad. In Delhi, not giving the LOP post. In Delhi, talking about the constitution being ended, talking about democracy ending, and exactly the same thing happening in Hyderabad. How are the two compatible? Please tell me, Sanjay Jha.
Madhav, let me give you a short answer. I think the Congress party needs to be congratulated for mentioning categorically in the manifesto that they will work to amending the 10th schedule of the Constitution, which will inhibit and nip in the bud the deadly, devious, diabolical plans of the BJP through Operation Lotus to purchase MPs and MLAs. Now, the only way the Congress can implement that if it is in government. So I would request anybody in politics today to put the pressure on the BJP today.
No, Sanjay Jha. No. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. Let me be very clear about this. The Congress this is exactly what the opposition in Telangana is saying, that the Congress is promising something in the Nyay Patra and doing exactly the opposite. You're poaching your own opposition leaders.
Is the 10th schedule of the Constitution amended? The Congress can only change the rule.
No, you change the rule, sir. That's very well. That's a wonderful, idealistic position. That's very well. And every party has the right to do that while in power. The question, Sanjay Jha, here is, Congress preaches one thing and does exactly the opposite. With what moral authority are you now saying that there was Operation Kamala or there were defections in other states? Because this is exactly what's happening here in Telangana.
Madhav, if you don't interrupt me, the answer is straightforward. Has the Congress backed away from the manifesto? No. The manifesto is a public document. If the Congress was in the central government today, if the government was of the Congress or the India alliance, and then if the Congress encouraged a defection, you could have questioned the Congress. I'm raising a fundamental point. I'm assuming that everybody on the panel is against horse trading and corruption and the MLA stock exchange that Amit Shah has created. Why doesn't the BJP today, since they are in government, why don't they move to amend the Constitution as recommended by the Congress in the manifesto so that all defections can come to an end? The BJP will not do it. We can't do it because we are not.
Well, you can't call it an MLA stock exchange in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka, and then say in Telangana it's a different yardstick. Look, we have not gone back from our promise. But since you posed the question to the BJP, tu in sina, respond to Sanjay Jha. Is there an inherent contradiction in what he's saying? Because he says, why doesn't the BJP then bring out this amendment to the 10th schedule where there will be no skipping or hopping from party to party? That will be allowed.
Because they are the ones in government.
Tuin.
Well, good evening, Madhav. Good evening, everybody. The Congress party is a compulsive offender when it comes to violating the spirit of the Constitution. What they have done in Telangana today, as recently as January 4th, 2020, the moment they made their government in Rajasthan after 2019 assembly election, they had done the same thing with BSP. They bought over 6 BSP MLAs who overnight turned loyalty to them. Of course, in their better days, 3 decades ago, this was something which Congress did to most state governments. and also to the Janata Party government, where they, engineered defection when they managed to get one of the stakeholders of Janata Party government and Chaudhry Charan Singh, and get him to form the government. In 1982, let me also remind you, it was a shady activity of the Congress Party which led to the origin of the Kashmir crisis in a big way. They engineered a defection in NC, National Conference, got GM Shah, the brother-in-law of Farooq Abdullah, out of the party and broke the party supporter. Please don't break it, Bajan. Have some basic manners. When I'm speaking, you please calm down. So Congress Party is a old offender when it comes to breaking parties, when it comes to dethroning state governments, and now that they have tasted some bit of their old success again with 99 seats, they want to start that old practice again. And one other shady activity of this which I need to point out is the JMM bribery case. JMM and Congress at that point of time used to be arch rivals, because the JMM held the Congress Party responsible for not creating the state of Jharkhand in 1991-92.
That's very well.
They broke the ice with the bribery.
Tuhin, that's very well. But they will turn around and ask you, one second, just one second. Tuhin, they will turn around and ask you, what about
and unscrupulous activities, and acts of breaking regional parties and poaching other members.
Now hear me out, Tuhin. They will turn around and ask you, what have you been up to for the past 10 years? Because we've seen what's happened in Karnataka, we've seen what's happened in Maharashtra, we've seen what happened in Madhya Pradesh, where Mr. Scindia brought in his section of MLAs. In Karnataka, a Congress-JDS coalition government that crumbled over there. We saw how, in fact, the Shiv Sena was split and brought in. So they will say that it is BJP that has actually been doing that for the past 10 years. Do they not have a point there?
No, why don't they...
Tuhin, one second, Sanjay Jha, please allow me to control the debate. You are not the moderator, I am. Please calm down now.
Anti-defection law. There is a very clear anti-defection law. Any defection that has happened to the BJP has been under the law. But the fact is, before 2024 elections, till March, most of the leaders, even within the Congress, were not even sure that the Congress would survive. And hence, they were anyway leaving Congress en masse. You will remember the way in January, February and March, people were leaving Congress Party. So even, forget us encouraging, they were ready to join any other party. In Maharashtra, they have joined NCP, they have joined Shiv Sena, they have joined any other party except, to just come out of the clutches of a moribund Congress Party.
And Sanjay Jha, the point being made in the context of Telangana is this, that the number of MLAs that your party had was just a narrow majority of about 4 seats. And now with this, your majority drastically increases to about 70 odd MLAs. So it is perhaps, this slender majority that put the Revanth Reddy government in a vulnerable position that is causing you to do this. Because Mr. Shujat Ali says, no, we already had majority, so this doesn't matter. But there is a threat to the government if your majority is slender always. Sanjay Jha.
Madhav, here is the fundamental point, which is why I was trying to tell Tuhin, answer the question that you raised. Why isn't the BJP today, because the Congress has said that we are in favor of amending the anti-defection law with an automatic disqualification. So the Congress is already said we'll support the resolution. Why is Tuhin Sena, Amit Shah and Narendra Modi's party backing away? This is, by the way, for the viewers of Times Now, an open support to horse trading being done by the BJP. Tuhin is not willing to commit to it because his party is seeped in doing shady deals and creating an MLA and an MP stock exchange to buy
Sanjay Jha, on a day when these MLAs and MLCs are crossing over to the Telangana government of the Congress and you are accusing the BJP of doing shady deals, fine, what's happened is before us. I've put that question across. But then surely you can't take the moral high ground on doing shady deals when your own state government is accused of doing precisely the same, Sanjay Jha.
Say something, they do something.
But Madhav, today the Constitution does not prohibit and automatically disqualify an MP or an MLA, which is why
that's fine. The Congress is entitled to its position, but answer for what's happening in Telangana, Sanjay Jha.
Well, as I think the Congress spokesperson already categorically mentioned, the Congress does not control investigating agencies. The Congress, in fact, doesn't have even 1/10 the money that the BJP has. And the TRS or the BRS has imploded in Telangana. The BRS is literally on its knees because of its arrogance. You see how KCR's absolutely outrageous hubris has destroyed the BRS and therefore they are vulnerable. They have a political career. They are moving to the Congress because they see a future there. They also know that the Congress and India alliance will be in Delhi in government in less than 6 months to a year.
So two wrongs make a right. BRS did it, so we are also going to do it.
No, I don't think anybody in the Congress needs anybody. People are coming voluntarily. But I still tell the BJP, if you have any morality left in you, I think the public has seen how corrupt and immoral you are. You still have a chance to take the Congress's recommendation and move to amend the constitution on the fourth schedule.
Move to amend the constitution, Tuhin Sinha. The Congress has challenged you. Move to amend the constitution to prevent such kind of poaching happening in the future.
You know, the Congress party...
Come on, let's have an answer to it. Yes or no?
No, the Congress party has zero credibility. The Congress party says everything which it does not mean. The fact is we have, there is an anti-defection law which has existed under the country. They were the party which were acting holier than thou. They were the party who were making all kinds of accusations against us. But point is today, at the first opportunity that they get, they have proved that they are back to, the Congress party that used to be in the 1970s and 80s, whose only motive was to finish off other parties, either through buying out people or, through engineering defections and to, get their own government. Now, Sanjay is saying Congress party does not have as much money as BJP. Of course, Congress party has much more money because you depend on the Dheeraj Sahu and Alam model of funding. We don't even know what your sources of funding are, and gradually all of them are being arrested, and gradually that model of funding is being put to an end.
All right. All right. Let me quickly bring in fact, the TDP spokesperson as well. In fact, Mr. Pattabhiram Komareddy, here you have the Congress saying repeatedly that we don't need these MLAs. They are coming to us. How can we help it? There's no question of any, force or any allurement that's being given to them. Please respond to that contention that is repeatedly being made by some of these panelists. Pattabhiram Komareddy.
See, the other day when Rahul was holding the constitution book in his hand and speaking in parliament, we have categorically said that it is a big drama and a big natak tamasha that he's doing, and they're not serious about it. And today it is proved by what they have done in Telangana. It is proved that Rahul had just, staged a big drama in parliament by holding the constitution book and saying Jai Samvidhan. Is this Jai Samvidhan? Rahul Ji, what you have done in Telangana, does it support the slogan of Jai Samvidhan? And I have one straight question to Sanjay Jha. Mr. Sanjay Jha, say yes or no. Do you support what Congress had did in Telangana? Just yes or no. Do you support what Congress had did in Telangana?
Sanjay.
Okay, so let me ask you, my answer is very simple.
No, don't dodge my question. Just say yes or no.
Boss, you're not an interrogator. Hello,
do you support what Congress had did in Telangana?
Sanjay, you wanted a yes or no? One second. Sanjay, you wanted a yes or no answer from Tuhin Sinha.
Madhav,
he's asking you a yes or no question.
I'm giving him an answer. First and foremost, Madhav, kindly declare your Times Now viewers that this TDP gentleman is the interrogator and the current anchor of the Times Now program.
No, Sanjay, you also asked a yes or no question. Let's be fair.
Okay,
he is entitled to ask you a question. You don't want to answer it, you don't answer it.
I'm answering him.
Yeah.
I'm answering you, Mr. TDP. I'm answering you, Mr. Komareddy. My answer to you is, I'm answering you.
I have a name here.
Yeah, Mr. Komareddy of the TDP, my simple answer to you is, tell me yes or no. But did Chandra Babu Naidu call Narendra Modi a dreaded terrorist and a threat to democracy?
Sanjay, this is what about it?
You have gone bankrupt.
Answer that.
Mr. Sanjay Jha,
answer that.
You have gone bankrupt in your ideology. You have gone bankrupt in your thoughts.
See, Madhav.
You are not brave enough to answer my simple question.
See, Madhav.
No, but Sanjay, he's asked you a simple question. You have not answered that. You're just asking him something that his party leader has said.
Madhav,
he's asked you a direct question. Why didn't you address the issue?
Madhav, we have already in the first 15 minutes of the program, two people have already expressed it. That people are voluntarily coming. This man is a BJP
what you
puppet.
did in Telangana
What do you expect of him?
Right or wrong?
Sir, he's entitled to his views. He's a member of the TDP. He's an official spokesperson. If people start calling you puppet and all sorts of names, then you will also feel very bad, Sanjay Jha. So let's not start attributing adjectives to other panelists, because this is a very bad habit that you have been recently engaging in. And let me caution you from doing so before this entire debate spirals out of control. But let me bring in Nikul Patel. Nikul Patel, since you clearly don't have answers, Sanjay Jha. Nikul Patel, Simple question. KTR today has come out and slammed the Congress party for its quote-unquote selective amnesia. How would you respond to Mr. KTR?
Firstly, any anti-defection, therefore, suppose some person is leaving his elected position, is, I think, lost to the people of that constituency, and it should not happen. But somehow, whenever it is happening, and it is happening since long, and suppose Bharatiya Janata Party sitting here and even into the parliament states that since independence, this was happening during the Congress regime. I think in last 10 years, they have amended so many of the constitution which they feel that it was not correct with respect to the social interest of the country. But they have not tried to do it, and they want to realize that now today what happened is not correct as per the constitution. So that is not correct ideology and philosophy. What all panel members of those who are supporting that Congress is not following the constitution. That is the first part. I would like to say here that a person who is being a representative of the people has to think of its people in the constitution, because he is going to represent that people. But now he is leaving means that is not correct. So any party, any political party should not support it, because ultimately we are working in the larger interest of the constitution.
So will you appeal to your party's leadership to reverse the decision of taking all these MLCs and MLAs into the fold?
This is what the now law has to be brought on. Now it's not right now any law, so that is why we are requesting.
So there's absence of law.
We must bring.
So the principles be damned.
Definitely. If Bharatiya Janata Party is doing, then it is Rashtravad. Then
of course not.
Janata Party is doing
of course not. No. One second. Let me make it very clear, Nikul Patel. Any party that is engaging in horse trading as a principle cannot be supported. And that is why we are raising questions of the Congress today. The same questions have been raised in Madhya Pradesh, they've been raised in Karnataka, they've been raised in Maharashtra.
Definitely.
And they've been debated threadbare on this channel.
Party and the people sitting here is advocating that they are doing correct. That is not correct. That is what I am also telling.
So those who are not doing correct now should take responsibility.
Now people are telling that Congress is going bankrupt in its thought process, in its ideology. Then I would like to make it convey here that in 2024, the people of the country had decided that the strong party that can come up and take up the issue of the public is only Congress, and that is why they have supported. We will be coming to the power. We will be definitely amending what we are telling right now.
Okay, Tuhin, we will fulfill our promises. The people have decided in our favor. Those are some of the statements coming in, but I want you to respond to that. And also a question that one of the MLCs who's crossed over from the BRS to the Congress now says, he is saying that BRS may go ahead and merge with the BJP. This is Mr. Prabhakar. Is this true?
See, just to answer your first question, I have never come across any political party in the world which has been endlessly celebrating its third consecutive defeat for more than a month now. So good luck to them. They can continue to celebrate. But I think in the last 3 days, a lot has changed because of two things. One, the way Rahul Gandhi was provoking his supporters to go to the well of the house and disturb Prime Minister's speech. And second, the way he has tried to denigrate the army on a very sensitive issue. So many people who voted for the Congress party this time are now already regretting it. And Congress, trust me, I say this with responsibility, and Prime Minister has also, doled out a similar caution to the Congress party that when they say he's one-third Prime Minister, yes, he has probably only completed one-third term, or N.D.A has just completed one-third term. So Congress is going back to where it was in 2019 and 2014. Let them celebrate ad nauseum. Now, when it comes to BRS, all these are speculation, all these are rumors. We respect individual parties. BRS and, in fact, Maharashtra is the best example of how much we respect regional parties. You think there was no proposal or there was no idea of, when Eknath Shinde ji came towards us, we restored the original Shiv Sena in its form. We never expected them to merge with us. So we would not want BRS to merge with us. We would like it to be. But then it's a call which the BRS has to take, if at all they are thinking on those lines. I am not privy to any such development.
Okay, Rahul Sridhar Reddy is stumped right now. I don't think he knows how to react. Rahul Sridhar Reddy.
There's nothing that I know and all that. We don't have any reason to merge with any other political party. Even today, technically, those 6 MLAs have defected. We are 39 MLAs in the assembly of 119. And out of 40, we have close to 26 or 28 MLCs. Those 6 defected. So we are a strong party, and the difference between Congress and us was only 1.8% of the votes in the assembly elections. Yes, we fail to achieve even a one seat in parliament elections, that's fine. That doesn't mean that we go and merge with some party. BRS experienced many such issues in the past. Many leaders have defected. At times we had to face similar issues during the agitation also. We are a party born out of agitation, born out of the Telangana, movement. We just do not go down like this.
Mr. Rahul Reddy, today the Congress will also turn around and say that we also faced many issues when the BRS was ruling. For instance, for 4.5 years, the speaker didn't rule on the disqualification. What about that?
That's what I'm saying. After seeing all that Congress party has put that in their manifesto that they're going to amend the constitution. Now, I was listening to Sanjay Jha. I have not expected this from you. Since the rule is not made yet, we are allowing, you're sounding like that. We are allowing these defections to happen. So why don't you practice first and show it to the world that, you are different.
Okay,
then
Sanjay Jha, take that question. Take that question because, Priyank Kharge says that this is Bhrashtachar Rashtra Samithi. Then why are you taking leaders if they are from a quote-unquote corrupt party, Sanjay Jha?
Madhav, I want to make a short point. Look at the brazen hypocrisy of Tuhin and the BJP. This is a party that actually has done badly in the Lok Sabha elections and will get routed in Maharashtra because in the Lok Sabha, 1/3 of their candidates were defectors. And the people of India have given them a message. And for a party that broke not just Shiv Sena, but even the NCP, when they called Ajit Pawar the most corrupt and the naturally corrupt party, Narendra Modi talked about 70,000 crore ka scam, and that's all forgotten. This party and TDP, who is their alliance partner, they have no political morality. I mean, TDP will do exactly what the BJP wants to do.
Sanjay Jha, for the sake of argument, assume they have zero political morality. What about your party's political morality, sir, when you call them a Bhrashtachar Rashtriya Samithi and then you start taking the same party's leaders? It's your political morality that I'm questioning right now. Answer for that.
Yeah. So, Madhav, my simple answer to that is the party is corrupt. It doesn't mean that there are a few good people who do not have a political future. So we are actually, anybody who's joining in is probably somebody who would benefit through rehabilitation. Okay. It's not a comment on every member, but the party at core, mostly the leadership, has failed the people of Telangana, and therefore they are called as a party as a corrupt and incompetent party.
Okay, Pattabhiram Komareddy is having a good laugh as well. Pattabhiram Komareddy, your comments.
See, that's why I said Sanjay Jha had gone completely bankrupt. I mean, the way he had answered your question, it will make anyone laugh, Madhav. I think the entire nation watching this debate tonight would have laughed. I mean, seeing what Sanjay Jha had replied to your question.
All right. Shujat Ali's hand is going up as well. Dr. Shujat Ali, would you like to take that question? Selective amnesia तो KTR कह रहे हैं, साथ में प्रियंक खारगे का स्टेटमेंट याद आ रहा है सबको जहां भ्रष्टाचार राष्ट्रीय समिति बुलाया था. क्या हो गया आखिर कि इस करप्ट पार्टी से लीडर्स को लेना पड़ रहा है आज कांग्रेस को? व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, शुजात अली? व्हाट हैज चेंज्ड?
देखिए, केसीआर ने यह कहा था कांग्रेस पार्टी जोकरों की है, तो उन्होंने बेशुमार जोकरों को लेकर सरकार चलाई थी ना. ये तो बातें बेकार सी हैं, लेकिन मैं बहुत ही सीरियसनेस के साथ कम्युनल बीजेपी से ये डिमांड करना चाहूंगा कि अगर वो मुल्क में एक
let's have a good political debate. If you start attributing objectives, they will start calling you communal. The debate will degenerate. Let's keep it civil, please. Let's keep a debate parliamentary. That's my only request to all of you.
नहीं, देखिए मैं जो कह रहा हूं, कोई ब्लेम नहीं कर रहा हूं. मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाकई देश में एक अच्छा माहौल चाहती है तो उसे लॉ को अमेंड करने दीजिए. हम सारे के सारे 236 जो मेंबर्स हैं इंडिया ब्लॉक के, वो पूरे दिल की गहराई से सपोर्ट करेंगे. लाइए लॉ, लाइए, पास कीजिए. आप हम पर इल्जाम लगाते हैं तो हम जवाब न दें, ये ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. बीजेपी के तर्जुमान ने बहुत सारी बातें कह दी, टीडीपी के तर्जुमान ने बहुत सारी बातें कह दी. तो हम ये चाहते हैं कि हम एक सेहतमंद समाज चाहते हैं हिंदुस्तान में. इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं, आप आगे बढ़िए, हम आपका साथ देंगे.
The same question that Sanjay Jha asked, but to him, since Dr. Shujat Ali is asking the same question, your response to him.
Mr. Mr. Ali is from Congress or he's from BRS?
Yes, he is from the Congress. He is from the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee.
Which party does he represent?
The Telangana Congress.
No, I mean, Congress party person, giving us certificates of communalism or secularism is the biggest joke. First of all, he should stop using such words because Congress is the most communal party in the country.
No need to say.
Now the point is, why do we really need suggestions from Congress party on what amendment we should bring and what laws we should bring in the country? We have our own priorities. We have our own ideological priorities. UCC is on top of our agenda. So, do we really need suggestions from Congress on what we should prioritize, what laws we should bring in the country? I think, the Congress hypocrisy, I was just listening to my friend Sanjay Jha. He's saying we just picked up a few good men from these parties. So we also just picked up a few good men from the two parties.
Okay.
And I'm sure Eknath Khadse, is a much better leader than Uddhav Thackeray.
All right. Gentlemen, I think we'll have to leave this debate for the moment. Clearly, all aspects of this have been debated, but the larger question is this. Can there be one set of yardsticks or rules for a state and another set of yardsticks and rules for the center? That's primarily the debate that comes out of all of this. I'd like to thank all our panelists who are joining us, or who've been with us, in fact, on the show. Tuhin Sinha, Pattabhiram Komareddy, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, Dr. Shuyat Ali, and Nikul Patel. Sanjay Jha stays with us for debate number 2.